court entered day three, with Gicheru's lawyer Michael Canavas concluding his cross-examination with the first witness by telling the court that he cannot be trusted. Here's Mwangi Maina with the story.
The trial against lawyer Paul Gicheru entered day 3 at the Hague-based International Criminal Court, with the case retreating into private sessions for at least 5 times to protect the identity of protected witness P0800, going by the questions the defense team led by Michael Canavas was asking him. According to the witness, the counsel was asking him leading questions that would self-incriminate him. The private sessions seemed to rub Canavas the wrong way.
I refuse that the counsel can lead my answers to a point where I can self-incriminate myself by giving answers just the way he wants, by the way he's asking his questions to me.
You know, if he asks questions that you do not remember, excuse me, I told you before, tell him.
The trial against lawyer Paul Gicheru entered day 3 at the Hague-based International Criminal Court, with the case retreating into private sessions for at least 5 times to protect the identity of protected witness P0800, going by the questions the defense team led by Michael Canavas was asking him. According to the witness, the counsel was asking him leading questions that would self-incriminate him. The private sessions seemed to rub Canavas the wrong way.
I refuse that the counsel can lead my answers to a point where I can self-incriminate myself by giving answers just the way he wants, by the way he's asking his questions to me.
You know, if he asks questions that you do not remember, excuse me, I told you before, tell him that you do not remember, tell the court that you do not remember, you know, then they will guide you. Just calm down and answer your questions.
It's important to get this on the record in front of the people in Kenya and around the world. He's come here, he's made allegations. I'm well aware of his need for protection. But let's not turn this into a trial where it's not public.
The defense accused witness P0800, who had testified against Deputy President William Ruto in 2014 for being in possession of several mobile phones and SIM cards that he used to communicate with Gicheru's accomplices and other witnesses against the directive from the office of the prosecutor. The witness refused to record some conversations with those who were allegedly bribing witnesses. The defense also revealed that witness P0800 sent an SMS to Gicheru borrowing money from him, citing that he had a sick uncle and wanted money to settle the hospital bill. The defense took him to task as to why he gave his mobile phone issued to him by the office of the prosecutor to his wife against the orders of the ICC.
The phone that you were provided by the OTP investigators, were you also supposed to lend that or allow your wife to put her SIM card so she could also use it?
Remember, by that time I had gone home. That means I was not having any intention that I would go to this location by the time my wife used the phone.
So this was a phone provided to you by the OTP investigators. You had left the OTP as a witness. You kept the phone. And you said, here, wifey, here, you can put your SIM card and use it. Is that how it went?
The defense accused him of inconsistencies in his statements and going against the advice of the ICC against interacting with other witnesses and Gicheru's accomplices while under the witness protection program in another country. The witness met with at least 3 other witnesses, including visiting one who was admitted at a hospital without seeking permission from the prosecutors. Also, the defense took him to task for allegedly playing games with the prosecutors, as he was not available and would give excuses when investigators wanted to meet with him, to the extent of switching off his mobile phones, and would look for prosecutors when he deemed fit.
That they have been trying to reach you since Saturday 6 and Sunday 7 July 2013. So we're in a different period now. But he was unreachable. That you said that you were unreachable probably because of a poor network coverage. And in addition, you had gone to church, and then afterwards you went to take a sauna. And that's why you turned off the phones. Do you recall that?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Going by the disparity in his statements, Michael Carnavas told the court that it could not rely on witness P0800 account, as his integrity throughout his dealings with the ICC is questionable.
That's the point that I'm trying to make. That's the point I will argue. And that's why I think, in part, this person, along with for other reasons that we have shown, is not to be believed. And I rest. I conclude my my cross-examination at this point.
I want to take this opportunity as a chamber to thank you, Mr. Witness, for availing yourself throughout this testimony here, all these 3 days, in chief and in cross, indeed. I thank you for all you've said here and for helping us so that we'll see the truth and actually dispense justice in respect of this particular matter.
The trial continues next week, with the second witness, P0341, taking to the dock to give his evidence against Paul Gicheru. Mwangi Maina, TV 47.